I'm Alicia and today I sat down with the wife and 13-year-old son of missing Kevin Eby. We discussed the circumstances surrounding his disappearance and what we can do to help bring him home. Missing people are brought home every day because of their missing poster or because somebody spotted them. And I know this because when I was 13, I was kidnapped and somebody recognized me from my missing poster and I was rescued. Kevin is somewhere, and there was somebody who was the last person to see him.
Kevin Eby is missing and believed to be in danger. The 50-year-old husband and father was last seen by his wife the night of May 14th, 2023, which was Mother's Day, in their Fort Mill, South Carolina home. But there was no sign of Kevin when she woke up. Kevin suffers from Huntington's disease, which his wife reports has altered his brain. May 15th, the day Kevin disappeared, is International Huntington Disease Awareness Day. Let's work together to help bring Kevin home to his family.
This has been a situation that I never in a million years would have imagined being a part of. Just grateful that there are so many people out there looking and so many people interested, and I really am appreciative of you taking the time to put it out there.
It's so important to get the word out to as many people as possible because people don't just vanish. He is somewhere.
I keep saying, like, he's not like a James Bond spy or anything like that. With the Huntingtons and everything, I don't know. It's not your usual rational person that just walks out the door and disappears because they've got a plan. Our biggest challenge is trying to figure out where to start looking. They need a starting point. And so I think finding the car is really key.
Could you describe the car for me so that we could make sure the viewers know what to look for?
It is a 2011 dark blue Nissan Versa. It has a fire department sticker on the left side of the tag, which is a South Carolina plate, 1123JS. It was at our house here in Fort Mill, South Carolina. And the last time I saw my husband was probably about 10:30 on Sunday, May 14th in the evening before bedtime. When I woke up, he wasn't here. I knew that the coffee machine hadn't gone off. My son was still sleeping, and I found that strange.
And I mean, he would normally come into the room to wake me up.
I noticed the front door was unlocked, and I had specifically locked it the night before. I went to the door, looked out, and the car was not there. So I called, and I heard his phone, and it was on the counter in our kitchen with his wallet and his glasses. He does not have a phone. We cannot ping him. He does not have a wallet. There was cash in the wallet.
It's important to have all that information, and it really does sound like he just vanished.
She told me that Dad's missing, and I was surprised because nobody's dad just goes missing, fighting back tears or whatever, because I was scared. It's scary. It's not every day that your dad goes missing.
The craziness that is Huntington's disease and how it affects the brain. He had just been off because he had not had his main medication since the Thursday prior. You could encounter him on the street and have a quick conversation with him, and you would never know that he had Huntington's disease or that he was struggling with anxiety and depression, mental health. It can be masked by those who have been struggling with it for so long.
It can feel very surreal to be in a situation that doesn't make sense, and there's far more questions than there are answers. I wanted to ask about his diagnosis. When he was diagnosed, how maybe he took it at first, what stage he's in, anything you could tell me about that?
It's hereditary. So his father had it and his grandfather had it, and it was something that he knew it was possible that he might have it. He's been very, I think, in his adult life, very conscientious of the fact that it was a possibility. So it was 2020 when he was officially diagnosed. And even though he had prepared himself his whole life to hear one way or the other, it was still a shock. It was scary. It's scary because it is a very ugly disease, like ALS, Parkinson's, and Alzheimer's all at once, and just the deterioration that it creates in the people that have it. It's not a pretty disease, and they don't have a cure for it.
I've seen there's a Facebook group where they're really, it looks like, doing great work, keeping up to date, doing searches.
So I do want to take a moment to thank everybody because I think that group has over 1,000 people in it. And I know that from the York County Sheriff's page, his missing poster has been shared thousands and thousands of times. And I just, from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of my family and his family, just want to say thank you to everybody.
It really does seem that there's a lot of people who are searching for him. What would you tell people who are watching this to maybe look out for, what you think is most important? What do you want them to do?
I truly believe that once we find that car, we're going to find Kevin. Be on the lookout as you're going by any heavily like wooded area, the mashed grass, or the sticks or the tree limbs that are cut through, because he could be sitting in a ravine somewhere.
What should someone do if they do spot that car?
If you see him or see the car, please call either the York County Sheriff's Office or 911 immediately.
In case Kevin is watching this, is there a message that you would like to share with him?
You are loved by so many more people than even I was aware. And you know that I am an optimist, that I'm a people person, but you are so amazingly loved. There's so many people out there looking for you, strangers looking for you, because we want you here with us. We miss you. We love you. And there is nothing that you can do that will ever take that away. It's unconditional.
Just come home, please. Like, if you are to see this, just come home. And just knowing that you're gone is terrifying, because we don't know where you are. We don't know if you're lost somewhere. We don't know if you ran out of gas or whatever. Just please, just come back.
Kevin, like, people are ready to plan a party for your arrival. Like, they have already started to plan a party to celebrate you coming home, to welcome you back with open arms, and to recommit themselves to their friendships, and to remind you that they love you so much.
There's always hope, and I pray and I hope Kevin comes home to you soon. He is so very clearly loved and has such a warm, wonderful place to return to.
Thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate your advocacy and helping us get the word out.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for watching. There's so much that you can do to help bring Kevin home to his family. If you see Kevin or you see his car, please call police immediately. Do not hesitate. Follow as I update you on this case and share more stories in which you can help bring somebody back home to their family.